Hey everyone, my name is Hank and welcome to the channel. Today's video will be the first of our Chinese Lenten cooking series designed to help you and your family diversify your meatless Fridays. Today we'll be making a very popular vegetarian dish called Luo Han Zhai, or Buddha's Delight. For this recipe you will need vermicelli rice noodles, some snow peas, about 2 cups, Napa cabbage, again about 2 cups, 1 carrot, a few slices of ginger, wood ear mushrooms. These usually come dehydrated at the store. Here I'm adding some extra mushrooms for my daughter, baby corn and water chestnuts. These are easiest to find canned. You can also add bamboo shoots, cellophane, tofu, soybean sprouts, leeks, or really any other vegetable. Everyone does theirs a little differently. And the star of the show, Sichuan broad bean sauce, or doubanjiang. Let's get started. We'll first start by peeling our snow peas like so. Snap the stem on one side, and then slowly peel it till you see the string come out. Then do the same for the other stem. For the Napa cabbage, peel a couple leaves off and cut them into thin slices across the leaf. You're going to want about 2 cups. Next, peel your carrot. Yes, that's right, please peel it. I know there are some people who exist out there who don't seem to like to peel their carrots, and quite frankly, I find it very weird. After you finish peeling, roll cut along the length of the carrot. Next, cut some ginger, peel it, and then cut it into big thin slices. You're going to want 3 or 4. Moving on, we are going to rehydrate our wood ear mushrooms. I find the fastest way to do this is by using some boiling water. After they've rehydrated, carefully pour out the water, give them a rinse, and then set them aside. Here I'm taking my extra mushrooms and cutting them into slices. Finally, open up your canned water chestnuts and baby corn and drain out the water. Here I'm using about half a can of water chestnuts and half a can of baby corn. And then taking the corn and cutting them in half. Let's move on to our vermicelli rice noodles. Add some water to a pot, put it on the stove, and heat it to a rolling boil. Once your water's boiling, place your vermicelli in the pot. Here I'm using 2 blocks. You're going to want to have a pair of chopsticks or a fork and a strainer nearby because these cook very fast. Take them out of the water after about 10 seconds. All your ingredients are now prepped and ready. Now comes the fun part. Start by heating some oil in a wok. If you don't have one, a deep skillet could also work. Add in your sliced ginger and a spoonful of the Sichuan broad bean sauce. The broad bean sauce is very spicy and salty, so please be mindful how much you add. It's better to start with a small amount first because you can always add some more later. Next, add in your carrots and snow peas. These are the thickest vegetables and take the longest to cook. Give them a good stir in that delicious spicy oil. Here I'm adding some Shaoxing cooking wine, which is is a very common ingredient used in Chinese cooking. If you don't have any, don't worry. You can also use water. The point here is that we're going to try to steam our vegetables to get them a little wilted. If your wok or skillet has a lid, you can close it up at this point to let the vegetables steam. If you don't have one, don't worry, just turn the heat down to a medium and let the vegetables simmer until they're a little softer. After the carrots and snow peas have become soft, add in the mushrooms and wood ear mushrooms. Give them a good stir in the oil and let them soak up the flavors. Be careful of having your heat on too high because the wood ear mushrooms will pop, and you don't want to get splashed with the hot oil. After a few minutes, after the mushrooms have soaked in some flavor, add in the baby corn and water chestnuts. Next, add in your Napa cabbage. Finally, make some space and add in your vermicelli rice noodles, and give it a good mix. It's not uncommon for the rice noodles to have stuck together by now, so just pull them apart into manageable chunks. Once they're in the hot wok, they'll separate pretty easily with some stirring. Finally, check for seasoning and make sure that it's suitable for your taste. For me, I needed a little bit more saltiness and spiciness, so I'm adding another small spoon of that Sichuan broad bean sauce. Here I'm purposely adjusting the flavor by adding more salt rather than relying on the saltiness of the broad bean sauce. This is because I have very young children and they are not accustomed to eating spicy food yet. Well, there you have it folks, Luo Han Zhai or Buddhist Light. A wonderfully delicious Chinese vegetarian dish for you to try out this Friday. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share this with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've enjoyed my photography or video content, please also consider buying me a cup of coffee. Link is in the description below. Any small contribution is appreciated and goes a long way in helping me bring more content to you. Well, that's it for this week's video, folks. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Adios.